I added here this morning, and that is this examples of broad topic, narrow topic, and research questions associated with it. And that document, I'm not going to open it from this link, I'm going to open it here, is here. And so I want to take a few minutes to go over this and use this kind of as the lecture tool for you to follow. And then I can, follow up with you in terms of you can request to meet with me at some time during the week. We can jump on some online office hours. We can meet in my office on campus. That's really up to you. But for now, let's start here by talking about what some of the main issues are with developing a research topic, because that's what you're really going to focus in on this week. And the ultimate creation of then your first writing assignment, which is a research topic proposal. Okay. So what are some of the things you need to take into consideration when developing a research topic here at Mount Aloysius College? Well, one of them is, in preparation for your capstone, your topic must be related to your major. So that is a fundamental. Okay. Another one is that it really ought to be something that you have a passion about, that you have a strong interest in learning more about, or that you want to learn more about and teach others about. So those two things are really primary, and as they are pointed out in the textbook as well in chapter 2, really keep those at the very top as you're working through the research topic ideas for what you want to do. Okay, and again, I'll mention this, that you do not have to use the research topic that you come up with for this class as your final capstone research topic. It's ideal if you would, but it's not a requirement of this course. Okay, what the requirement of this course is that you develop a research topic related to your major, that it's something that you're interested in, and that you can use that topic then to guide all of the remainder of the work that we're going to do. Okay, so starting fundamental principle, I'm going to start based on the assumption that the majority of students that come up with a research topic, the topic is too broad. So we'll start by looking at this little model here, and you see a wide and not so deep kind of cylinder here. Okay? This represents a broad research topic. It's broad, but it's not very deep. So you don't get in depth with this research. It's very surface research. Okay? Broad, narrow. The narrower you make your topic, the more deep that you can dive into the topic itself. So keep this model in mind, analogy, illustration in mind, as you work through developing, kind of honing in on your topic and working to narrow it down. Okay? Now, I put in here some examples of broad topic, narrow topic, and then research question that goes along with that, because that's really what you're going to be required to do, is to come up with your narrow topic this week, a research question, and then your thesis statement. And the thesis statement is simply, and I'm quoting air quotes simply here, is simply answering your research question. Okay? So I'm going to go through some of these examples, but I'm going to start with one that I was just working on with a group who's doing some work in telepsychiatry. So the broad topic of this example I'm going to give is telepsychiatry, which is the use of telemedicine, telehealth to treat people with various mental health issues and conditions. Okay, telepsychiatry, broad topic, right? Okay, let's narrow it down a little bit. Telecounseling sessions and the treatment of women with depression. So there it is, the telepsychiatry, broad topic. A very narrow topic related to telepsychiatry, telecounseling sessions, and the treatment of women with depression. Okay? So broad topic, narrow topic, research question. What is the impact of long-term telecounseling sessions on treatment of women with depression? Okay? There's our research question. Now your thesis statement would be your thesis, your claim regarding that question. So the claim could be telecounseling sessions have a negative impact on women following through with treatment for major depression. Okay, I'm just throwing this off the top of my head, but that's an example. So you have your broad topic, narrow topic, the research question, and then your thesis or claim is your response to that question. So what you're doing here with this, and what I want you to focus on right now, what's right in front of you, is taking the topic that you developed in the first week in the discussion, number 3, and kind of hone in on that a little bit. Try to flesh it out a little bit based on this. Try to follow one of these models as an example, or the one that I just gave you. Okay, so here's an example here. The history of industrial development in Korea. Broad topic. Okay, let's narrow that down a bit. The history of the automobile industry in Korea during the Asian financial crisis of the late 1990s. Narrow. We narrowed our topic down there. Okay, research question. Did the Asian financial crisis of the late 1990s bring harm to the automobile industry in Korea, or did it bring benefit? Research question, right? Okay. Now, think through this. Try to use these as an example. So take your topic and kind of plug it in here. Plug it in and try to revise it to get it to be more narrow, and then develop a research question based on that. And then your thesis statement will be your response, again, to your research question as a claim. Okay? Here's another one. Broad topic. Constantine, who was the Roman emperor of the 300s AD. Narrow topic. The conversion of Constantine. Okay? Research question then could be, was the conversion of Constantine real? Okay. Then your thesis statement, your claim, could be a response to that question, your belief. Okay. The conversion of Constantine is a fable in our history books. Okay. Or whatever. Again, I'm just shooting off the top of my head here. One more. Euthanasia, okay, which is helping very ill people to end their lives. Okay, this is a very controversial topic. That's a broad topic. Here's a narrow topic. Euthanasia in the Netherlands. Okay, now here's a research question that can help us with our narrow topic. What evidence is there, if any, from the Netherlands that legalizing euthanasia causes a society to value human life less? Okay, and again, your thesis statement, your claim, will be a response to that research question. Okay, all right, so that's a little kind of general, short-lived overview of the process that I want you to work through with your topic. Plug it in there and try to come up. You state the topic, and then narrow it down. Come up with a research question or two, and then a claim. Turn your belief about the question into a statement, a claim, which will be your main argument of your paper. Okay? So these are the things, and this is right from chapter 2 of the book, I believe pages 14 to 16, maybe 14 to 15. Okay? So this is what you need to include in the topic proposal. Okay, so all of these 5 components right here will need to be included. So you have your statement of the topic. Okay, this is a brief statement. Okay, informing your audience of the intended research subject. Keep the topic narrow. Again, The statement of topic is not binding. If you decide after some research that you want to approach the argument from a different angle, that's completely acceptable. You will be required to alter or add to the topic stated as the research project progresses. Okay, just some stuff to keep in mind here. Statement of your topic. This is where you're going to provide a few sentences on your topic. What is your topic? What is the statement of your topic? Okay, the second part is your research question. Guess what? You already did the work for this. So here you plug in your research question. Okay, and again, just to reemphasize, this is not a statement. This is not your thesis. This is the research question. All research should be answering a question or a problem. Your research question is what is going to guide your thesis statement. Okay, after you have your research question, here's where you need to work on your thesis a little bit. The thesis statement is a sentence that sums up the main point of the paper by answering the proposed research question. It is called a preliminary thesis because at this point, it is definitely subject to change. The research discovered may lead you in a different direction than initially expected. Thus, the thesis statement will need to be altered before the paper can be completed. So, things you need to include in this topic proposal. Again, statement of the topic, a few sentences on the topic itself, the research question, preliminary thesis, significance of the topic, okay, and this should be a couple paragraphs. Okay, you're going to talk about the significance of the topic. Why is it important? Okay, I'm telling you this needs to be a couple paragraphs. I'm telling you that it needs to address the issue of why your topic is important. And what is the significance of your topic? Is there a shortcoming in research in this area? What is the significance of this topic? Is it something that if left unchecked, is going to cause major harm to the population that you're addressing? Those kind of things. Okay. And then the bibliography. APA style, this will be your references page. MLA style, this will be your works cited page. Chicago style, this will be your bibliography page. Okay, this will include the sources that you are using to look up to address your research question, problem statement, those kind of things. This is where you should use research to write about the significance of the topic. You should do some research to write about the statement of the topic, for sure. Okay, those two areas should have research penned within. And the research, when you reference something, you cite a source, it needs to be included in the parenthetical in-text citation. And it needs to be on the works cited page, the references page, or the bibliography page as well. Okay, now, I am going to say that for this topic proposal, you should, at very minimum, use 3 sources, and those sources should be peer-reviewed or refereed library journal articles. Okay, you can please use the Mount Aloysius College Library to search for them. If you're very used to using ProQuest or another allied health database, whatever it is, if it's one related to your major or whatever, or if you want to just use the general easy search to go out and pull from all those databases to find your search sources. That's up to you. Okay, it's really up to you. The only guideline I'm giving is that the sources need to be peer-reviewed, refereed journal articles. Okay, 3, no more than 5. Shoot, 3 to 4, no more than 5 for this. Okay. All right, that's all I have. Again, as you work through this stuff this week and as you write your topic proposal, you're going to follow this right here, what I presented to you. All of these points need to be included in the proposal. You're going to write your proposal. If you want it to be very, narrative-ish, you can write it as a typical paper. If you want it to have sections and each one of these be a section, that's perfectly acceptable as well. You can approach this either way. Some people write it from a standpoint of more of a narrative kind of essay type thing. Others will write it in a more scientific approach related to each of these headings being addressed with a paragraph or so. Okay? All right, that's all I have. Thank you for listening, and please, please, please reach out to me with any questions or concerns. I hope to hear from you this week. If not, I'll